Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with your new moon in Taurus twin flame um, temperature check. Now, before I dive into the reading, this is a beautiful reading, so I want all of you to like, share, comment, subscribe. I want all of you to email me if you have any questions. This is going to be really amazing for how the cards have come out. Now, before I dive into the reading, do not fast forward. I have some important information, okay? So, you guys know about my apothecary line that's on my Etsy shop, correct? But I have to really let you know ahead of time. If you are purchasing the red light special and the twin flame ascension oil, do not put these on together, all right? And the reason why I'm saying don't put them on together, you can have one on by itself, is because for your divine counterpart, it really draws them in. So I have a client that purchased these two oils, and she used them together, put one in the diffuser, put one all over one side of her body, one all over the other side of her body, and her divine counterpart is literally the roles have really just switched. And you know, she even felt a different vibration when her divine counterpart got up and left for work the next day, and just seen a dramatic change. And you can check my Google, there's a testimonial there, and I'm pretty sure she may come here and put a testimonial there. But she's really amazed at how the products really work. And so I want to let you know something. With my spiritual gifts, you guys have been following me since the journey, since I started my journey. When I make these oils, my grandmothers were medicine women, so that's the gift I have. I didn't have to go to school, have a herbologist certificate or anything like that. It works intuitively, and I've been blessed with that gift. And so if you want to bring union to your connection, if you want understanding in regards to your connection, then the red light special and the twin flame ascension oil is for you. Check out my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo, and check out the protection oil as well for your connection, because these spiritual connections, there are many entities, many people trying to get involved from keeping you ascending to where you're meant to go, right? And so, or destined to go. And it's very important for you to understand what your twin flame connection is, what was happening in your past life. I know I had a client recently book me for a past life session. And when you understand what you're supposed to be doing this life, what is your purpose, why are you guys connected, it makes more sense for you on your journey, instead of you being confused, not understanding what karmas you guys are working through, etc. But I really, and you guys know I rarely do this, like I'll get on and I'll show you the new things that I'm bringing to the shop. But I even told my client I have to let the divine feminines, the divine masculines know how strong and beautifully powerful this apothecary oil is. And I'm grateful and honored that you guys allow me to share my gifts with you. And so again, this is the twin flame union ascension oil, and this is the red light special. And again, if you want to understand what that means, listen to TLC's song Red Light Special. So I wanted to dive in and let you know about these oils first before I said anything, because the divine feminines are seeing some definite changes with their divine counterparts, and she definitely has, and it's a beautiful experience, to the point where she's like, Chrissy, I'm a little worried, like, and I'm like, don't worry, like, just next time, you know, if you want the seduction, the attraction, you know, the spice it up during, you know, your connection when you're with them, just use the red light. If you are worried about the twin flame ascension, then use the twin flame ascension. If you need a little spice in your connection, use the red light, right? And so, guys, check it out. Check out my reviews. You know, my exchanges are affordable. This is me and you. This is about people helping people, raising the vibration of the planet. Now, let's dive into this twin flame checkup for the new moon in Taurus. So, I am using a different deck. So as you can see, there's some new family here amongst the spread, right? And so how we're going to do this, we're going to do divine feminine, divine masculine. That's how it's been coming up as of late. The center of the concern and the first two cards is representing divine feminine and divine masculine. Then at the end of the video, I'll tell you how you can donate to the channel. I'll tell you about what's new happening with us, etc. So the first spread that I'm using is the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle spread. So first out for divine feminine, we have healing. And so this is what's the focus. And a lot of you divine feminines may have been feeling more in your power, more into your life path, purpose, mission, more into getting things involved. Some of you are really focused on your mission so strong that you're manifesting things that you want to bring into your immediate surroundings in regards to your life path and purpose, like starting your spiritual business, or maybe, you know, getting ready to open up your shops. However it resonates, but this is the energy, okay? And after this video, we are going to go live, all right? Just for an hour. For divine masculine, this is what's being asked of divine masculine. This is what they are working on. They are surrendering. And when these two cards came out, I'm like, Spirit, you come through every time. You spin the block for me. I love it. So this is coming out for divine masculine, surrender. For divine feminine, healing. Ding! Right? This is what it's always talking about. So as we continue on this journey with the new age of Aquarius, this is the energies that are working through. And I specifically asked for the divine feminines and divine masculines who are in separation, little to minimum to no contact, right? So this is what's the energy for divine masculine and divine feminine, which is really, really beautiful. Now, for the headspace, what's going on with the divine feminine in the headspace? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of the divine feminines have been thinking about their divine counterparts, especially if they've been in separation, especially if they've been, you know, focused more on themselves. Like, how can we make this offer? How can we bring this into a better connection where we're understanding of each other? How can we be partners, right? For some of you in your contracts, you were destined to become partners together, work on something together. So some of the divine feminines have these ideas and want to include their divine counterpart, right? Here is my white flag. I'm waving the olive branch. I have an opportunity. Let's talk, right? In the heart, 5. So 5 talks about changes, but in this card, you see everyone's on a common accord, everyone's getting along, everyone teamwork, everyone's seeing eye to eye, right? This is what divine feminine wants in the heart space with his or her divine masculine. I want us to be at peace, to be able to communicate with each other, to be able to see eye to eye and talk to each other, right? Now, let's get to the issue. Here we go. Divine feminine, the triggers, when things are coming up in their minds, them thinking that their divine masculine is going to screw them over or try to get over on them. This is that energy, right? And, you know, everybody has dealt with their divine counterpart in different ways and different energies, but this is what the divine feminine is feeling like. You're going to screw me over. I can't, you know, can I trust you? Will you come back and be the same way? These are all those energies, but Spirit is saying, it doesn't matter what someone else's intentions are. We have your best intentions at heart. So think positive. Whatever's for you is going to be for you. If you think the way that, you know, someone's going to do you wrong, then that's what you're going to bring into your energy. So this is what the divine feminine is fearful of when it comes to the divine masculine. Someone getting over on me. Someone being not of integrity. Someone being malicious, ill intentions, right? So when we talk about the root of the divine feminine, it's the 9 of Pentacles. And this is that self-love energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, we are in Taurus season, right? And this is what Spirit is asking of you. You're learning to love yourself more. You're tending to your gardens more. 9 talks about endings. If you weren't doing this before, you are definitely doing this now. And so it's been all about you. Yes, your divine counterpart runs through your mind. Yes, your divine counterpart, you know, is niggling at your heartstrings, but you're not letting that affect you. You are focusing on your coin. All right, beautiful. Now, what is Spirit asking of divine feminine? Look at this. When this popped out, I could have flipped out my chair. High Priestess, initials BTJ. This talks about 2 choices, right? But not only that, a lot of the divine feminines have been downloaded with so many spiritual gifts, more spiritual gifts, your gifts being more enhanced, enlightened. And you guys who've been tuned into me has seen me evolve quickly, right? I never was able to do mediumship based anything on a live where I'm just tuning into others passed on loved ones and things like that. And it even happened to me when I was handling my personal business recently 2 days ago, when I was talking to someone in a bank, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get the support. And she was almost in tears and was like, you're talking about my grandmother. This happened, this happened, this happened. I'm like, yeah, and then this. And I knew at the end of it, she was sent to me for a reason, right? Even if I don't work with them, right? And so you're being asked, Spirit is asking you, trust your high priestess energy. High priestess, all knowing, all magical, meaning you have many gifts, right? Focus on this crescent moon energy as well. All right, this is really beautiful. Now, we're going to dive into the divine masculine. All right, so in the headspace, this is what divine masculine is thinking about now, right? The end all be all, the 10 of Pentacles, abundance, lineage, how to attract more abundance, bring more abundance in, having that solid family life, legacy. This is what's happening. And you notice divine feminine got the the Knight of Pentacles, right? So you guys are mirroring each other, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this Taurus season. You guys are both working on your finances, both working on building and creating a legacy for your lineage. This is beautiful, okay? So in the heart space, what's happening with divine masculine? We have the Hangman, and what do you see? We have the divine feminine supporting the divine masculine through their spiritual awakening. So even if you haven't been communicating with your divine masculine, you have been helping your divine counterpart in the 5D. They know it. They hear it through song, they feel it in their energy, they keep wondering why they can't really shake you. And specifically for those of you who haven't been in communication with your divine masculine, okay, this is very, very important. This is what they're coming to continue to send love and light and focus on your growth. Now, what's in the center, right? We have head, heart. Look what comes out. The Fool and the Star. Star represents divine source, God, spirit for me, right? The Fool on a journey. This also talks about self-love, making sure your cups are full, right? And we will say as divine feminines, well, the divine masculine's cup is always full. All they care about is them, like, et cetera, et cetera. But it's coming from a different place. Now I'm choosing and I'm learning that it's not just about me, right? There's 2 cups there instead of 1, right? Oh, it's so beautiful. And your divine counterpart is definitely learning how to love the right way, how to love themselves the right way, how to trust the journey, right? Starting at 0, let's start over. I know I didn't come correct. I know I wasn't my best, right? Now, so let's dive into the root. Here we go. What do we have? Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, pure. This is what they want. I want love. I deserve love. I am love. My cup runneth over. Initial M, initial W. This is very important for the divine counterpart because they've always ran from love. They always felt like they weren't deserving of it. And again, that wasn't your issue. And you and your divine counterpart will have those conversations in the near future about how you were treated and how they understand where they didn't understand in regards to spirituality. As long as you stay in your faith, as long as you continue to ask your guides, angels, ancestors to help your divine counterpart as you continue to, dive into your purpose, your mission, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, okay? This is from Spirit, God, Source, Divine, the Chariot. So for the divine feminine, Spirit is asking divine feminine to be in your high priestess energy now. I need you in your high priestess energy now. I need you in your divine feminine energy now. And for divine masculine, you need to make a move. You need to get the courage and you need to make a move. We're here to support you because these are a part of past life connections. We've done this over and over again. you're going to remember. You're starting to remember. The Chariot. This is beautiful. All right. Now, the energy connecting the both of you. We have the Seven of Cups. Now look at this, right? You guys, the divine masculine, walking away, trying to figure it out, trying to start picking up what you're stepping in. And we have divine feminine, like, no. Like, I'm not going to keep running after you. I'm not going to keep chasing you down. I matter too. And I need to stand up for myself, regardless of how many cups are falling or have fallen to the ground. Right? This is beautiful, man. I was not expecting this reading to be like this. And then we have the overall energy, Queen of Swords. The divine masculine is going to come back in a way that you are not going to even expect, and your divine masculine is going to see you in a way that they haven't even expected, right? And with this energy now, it's like the divine feminine is no longer a doormat. You cannot just think that it's going to, be all unconditional love and roses and rainbows. No, you come correct or you don't come at all. I have things to do. I know I'm the leader, so get on the good foot and let's go, right? This is beautiful. And under that, man, this is beautiful. We have partnership, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Now you are being supported, right? Whoever wasn't supporting the other one or taking care of the other one before, roles are reversing. Your person is learning how to give, right? Some of you are going to get a lot of gifts coming up soon. Temperance, divine timing, patience, right? So I want you guys to reach out to me, for any spiritual support or help you need. I am here for all of you, okay? This is very important, especially right now, because a lot of things are changing in the collective. We haven't seen this much energy in a while, right? So diving back into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle spread, where Divine Feminine received the Healing card and Divine Masculine received the Surrender card, advice from Spirit. With this new moon energy, the overall is recognition. Something is definitely growing. And I kept feeling, I said, something is happening, and it's good luck, it's something good, and I just got to I just got to see what it is. And this is beautiful, the recognition. So we have the full moon eclipse, lunar eclipse, or just might be an eclipse on the 26th of May. And something is happening with this full moon. You guys let me know in the comments below if something happening within your connection. Under that, we have signs. And we know the divine masculine, that pride and ego, right? So a lot of that is crumbling down because recognition is happening within the collective, okay? Now again, if you want to understand what your connection is, what karma you two are working out with one another, you can book me for my services, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, and just check everything out. I do Akashic Records, I do past life, I do crystal healing, in office Reiki, in office distant, right? And so this is very important for all of you guys within the collective, all right? So this new deck I'm using today, it's called the Dark Mirror, okay? And so I'm going to read the cards that have come out for you. So for Divine Feminine, see that? You have Artificial Heart. Artificial Heart, okay? Now, that's number 12. You break that down, that's a 3, all right? So let's dive into, okay, and I'll hold the card up for you, all right? So here we go. So it says, if I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? Okay. It says, a female figure, an android or a robot with cyber lines traveling over the skin like gentle spiders, a black choker of feminine servitude, and jade eyes of futuristic indifference. Building oneself to specifications, steeling oneself to adversity, dreaming of electric sheeps, all right? And so it says, going dark. Once upon a time, it was a time of flying monkeys. Someone journeyed to a place that wasn't Kansas in order to gain a heart. Oh, such a charming old-fashioned fairy tale. A new heart can be brought on the internet now and be delivered in a couple of days with a brand new shiny instructions manual. It works too. It gets the job done. It's not a job of feelings, it's scripted, like a job of numbers. Actually, it feels like a trade-off. We find refuge in the rational mind, which in turn gives us back the illusion of control. But we still feel we still long to live through our emotions fully. We are truly like an artificial knight that wants to become a real person. Happiness is not in numbers, but it's not because numbers are bad. It is because there is nothing that alone can grant happiness and guarantee it. We trade in the natural world for artificiality, and then we blame this choice as the reason why our sky has no color. What if it's not actually connected? What if it's just an excuse? What if even an artificial heart could beat and fall in love and drown in sorrow? Right? So, again, it's very important for the collective, for you, be true to who you are, divine feminine. If you sling those cards and you're a tarot reader, you sling those cards and you're a tarot reader. If you are a psychic or clairvoyant or however it resonates for you and you see through those eyes, you see brightly through those eyes. You be who you are. You allow your heart to sing with joy, right? You be who you are called to be. There's nothing artificial about you unless you are not being who you really are, okay? For divine masculine, right? So what do we have? Is this me? Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Is this me? That's number 4, right? And I'm only reading them because they're brand new, and I want to introduce them to the channel. So, is this me, right? And so it says, moon phase, new stage, acceptance, right? I cannot recognize myself, but I'm still me. They're going through their transformation. So it says, a dark fantasy female warrior with pale skin is enshredded by a scanty spiked bikini armor. She holds a fanged bat hilted sword against a background of fire and ruin. Sentence. I cannot recognize myself as I can't remember the road that led me here. How can I see the road ahead? Okay. So it says, going dark. This card is not about an affirmation, but rather a question. Is this me? Can I recognize myself? Maybe yes, maybe no, but for sure, I lost the road I had once the last time I stopped to really think about it. In my heart, I feel maybe like the high school girl that went to the prom, but truly I am now 45 and I weigh thrice. I feel my true self as a kid that wanted to play soccer with the Real Madrid. All this while punching numbers on an Excel file out in the insurance office. It is not necessarily something negative as a dream lost or corrupted. I could see myself as love is the most important thing in my life, but actually I have a very well-paid job and makes me travel and I sleep alone in hotel rooms. When did we last look at ourselves in a mirror? Do we like what we are? Make no excuses, because the choices which made what we are our responsibility. If an old dream is dead, it's time to dream anew. And if the old dream is alive, it's time to go back for it. Beautiful. Now, the overall energy for the collective. We have atonement. This is 31. All right. Now, some of you may need to get some Reiki. All right. You can check out the reviews from my clients and you'll understand when you get the Reiki why it's important for your 31, why it's important for your journey. Okay. I guess in Spanish. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm like, what is going on? All right. So, atonement. It says accepting the full burden of responsibility, the fair as well, the unfair, with no discount. Okay. So, visual seed. It says, a woman with long wet hair stares at the haze of a rising sun. Her top is naked, but we can see only her back. Many sword pierced her body, but no blood is shed. She opened her arms, and droplet of water falls from her hand. Accepting pain is a way to survive the pain. Not all things burn, but some should. Going dark. Atonement is about paying the bills, unadulterated, unfiltered, not negotiated. It is about full and open acceptance of consequences and a little more. It is also about paying for the price of others, letting go of all ifs and buts and taking it all in, whether it's ours to take or another's to shoulder. If you have a piece of what's put you at fault, normally you would try to separate it and weigh it evenly with what makes the other at fault and with what you made it right. A little for a little, but it rarely does it move anything forward. Sometimes we need a clean slate, and it's done by going through it all, paying more than is due. To create closure for yourself, for others, you take the dark in so that others can stay in the light, even if they don't deserve it, even if you don't deserve it. All right? Wow. I'm speechless. You guys let me know, like, this reading is like amazing. Wow. All right, so we are going to dive into, I have another beautiful new deck here for you guys. It's the magical spell cards, all right? And I was going to do the angel spread first, but I just was guided to do those first, okay? All right, so for divine feminine, we have number 6, letting go, all right? And so it says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. It's amazing how no matter what deck, no matter what tarot, no matter what oracle card you use, your cards are your cards, okay? For divine masculine, number 20, okay? Grace, right? Grace, blessings come to me to set me free. And you see how they work with one another. The divine feminine's letting go, even though it's stung, I will not let that occur again. I've learned the lesson. Divine masculine, learning about grace, divine spirit, right? And then we have the overall, wow, look at that, number 1, love, right? Can I get a clap, clap, clap? All right, love, all right? So it says, Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring the true love here to me. We are each other's divine counterparts. We are each other's soul. We've been connected many lifetimes, right? And again, I shared with you guys my story when I kept seeing visions and I finally got Reiki and my past life regression. And I learned so much about myself and my divine counterpart in our past lives, right? And it hasn't always been romantic. In one life, I was his daughter. In one life, he was my son. In one life, he was my student. In one life, I remember seeing us standing at the pools in Atlantis, where a dolphin was like right between us, and the dolphin had like a beautiful diamond in the middle of its forehead. Go read about it in Atlantis. Like, go Google all the information, and I guarantee you'll find information about that. And that was before I was even awakened. I saw that, and I was like, what is this? It's beautiful. Your soul is trying to teach you to remember. It's guiding you, right? So don't let anyone tell you about your connection is fake. I would have been left that mother for a long time ago. I just saw an orb. And, blase, woo-woo, skippy skip. Whatever, if you are here with me now and you're still on the journey and you're here and you're like getting the vibes and everything, you don't have to question. Right now, you're not even saying, I'm just wondering if this is my divine counterpart or karmic. I know. And what I had to learn was, just because you have the gift, the rite of passage to do, use your spiritual gifts, and you're a healer, and you do this and you do that, divine will step in if it is not according to the divine plan or divine timing. And some of us divine feminines have been through the ringer, right? And then you wake up and you're like, how can you even forget about somebody that you feel that's in your soul, or you're doing so amazing, and then all of a sudden here they come in the 5D, you checking for me, like, what's up? And you wake up like, oh my God, like, why? But again, you are the leader, divine feminine, and it's time for you to step into your high priestess energy, okay? So this is very beautiful knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of the ancestors flow right under that 28 knowledge, right? I'll read it again. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of the ancestors flow. Your ancestors are supporting you. I know my grandma Ruby is still here around me till this day, even though we never met physically. And I had a session with my mentor, and he goes like, give me your full name, middle, everything. And I'm like, okay, you know, I said my name, blah, blah. He's like, no, that's not your name. I said, well, that's what's on my birth certificate. That's not your name. I was like, okay. Well, Ruby? And he was like, that's it. Ruby, then say your first name, then say your last name. And I said, oh, so she's still up there stirring up the pot. That's because she left here just knowing my mother followed upon her request of naming me after her. And so I'm going to get this beautiful ruby ring made when I get a chance. It's going to be so beautiful, and it's going to be like huge. I wanted like an oval shape here, beautiful diamonds there, beautiful band, and have her initials on the inside. I mean, I want to get somebody who can really do that. But you know, just sharing some information with you guys. All right, so we're going to dive into the next deck that I brought for you guys, okay? And we have the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, okay? And so this talks about receive inspiration and healing from the angelic kingdoms, okay? And so you guys let me know how this resonates for you. All right, so for Divine Feminine, we got Gabrielle. And so it says, what does it say? Inspiration, okay? And so you're being supported by Archangel Gabriel. And what's really amazing is the fact that Gabrielle also works with the throat chakra, and we have so many issues with our divine counterparts in their throat chakra. I'm always working on my divine counterparts, like throat, like talk, you know, like when I'm doing my little, you know, sending my little light, and they let you know when they don't need when they don't need the light, right? So for Gabrielle inspiration, it says, take a deep breath and visualize your breath forces as a beautiful blue light filling you. Gabrielle will guide you to connect with the flow of the universe with God's breath. When flow occurs, thus Gabrielle removes the tension and holding points that have prevented you from creating love and joy in your life. Inspiration means to be influenced by the divine, and if you can take several moments to enjoy Gabrielle's breath as your breath, relaxation will abound and creative ideas will swiftly flow into your consciousness. Therefore, allow stillness to facilitate the flow. Pushing doesn't allow it, merely creates resistance. Chant Ra, Amen 3 times. So we'll do it. Ra, Amen, Ra, Amen, Ra, Amen. For the channel of angelic inspiration to remain open and yet protect yourself with the golden light around your aura as you move through the business of life. Thereby, you will protect the exquisite vulnerability of your soul's truth. All right? So, for Divine Masculine, we have Zaphiel. All right? And so, what does this say? Compassion. Divine Masculines, they're working with the Divine Masculines with compassion. All right? So let's go to, I'll put this down for a second. I'll go to, okay, here we go. Wait a minute now. We have Uriel. This is, here we go, compassion. All right. So It says, Zaphiel is aware of the deep level of compassion that radiates from your heart at this time. The Oracle of Compassion is one of the highest vibrational influences in the 44 card representations, and it is only chosen when there is a notion currently formulated within the individual who beseeches something from the Oracle. Is this because you sense the depth of compassion exuding from yourself at this time as you elevate the suffering of others? Or are you in need of developing this soulful quality in relation to self or others? Wherever you may be, whatever the myriad situations of your life may be revealing, know that angel of sacred love is supporting you and drawing the cosmic ray of unconditional love and compassion through you. So teaching the divine masculines how to have unconditional love, accept unconditional love and compassion. It says this is a high calling and only occurs when the individual is duly ready for the accruing of blessings or for feeling compassion as a blessed virtue. Look at the lives of the holy ones. For example, what does His Holiness the Dalai Lama teach you through his compassion? Chant me, madme, while identifying compassion in your heart as it radiates throughout the world. So we'll do that 3 times here, okay? Me, madme, me, madme, me, madme, All right. Did you notice the different vibrations? Did you notice your heart open up when you heard those chants? Right? This is very, I know mine did. This is very beautiful. Got me a little softer, right? Oh my God. All right. So, overall energy, Raphael, right? Empathy, all right? And so, let's dive into Raphael's. I like this deck. You guys let me know how you feel about these decks, new decks that I'm using today. All right, so it says Raphael brings to you the oracle of the empathetic and reminds you of the simplicity of the beautiful lotus. The lotus is the symbol of the enlightenment, which sinks below water during the night to be reborn in the light of the day. Perhaps your empathy has waned recently and needs to be restored by the new light of compassion. Be with the sun, allowing its energies to warm and nourish you. Try to move through the challenges that you face with empathy, humor, and love. Chant through the heart chakra, and Raphael's energy will fill you as an aid. Right? How does that feel for you guys? All right. And under that, look at that. Friendship. Look at that. Connected, right? So, guys, you let me know how this video resonated with you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, you can book me for my services. They are available, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. I just do not do services on Sundays and Thursdays. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for all of you guys. Don't forget to check out the Etsy shop. Again, I have more if you need to cut the cord from certain connections or jobs that are no longer serving or growing you. If you need to bring in abundance, manifestations, I do have the Billion Bay on the site as well. And there's a new little friend that's coming to the site, a new little baby sister, and it's the Brielle I Adore body butter. I haven't done the promo for that or marketing or any pictures or anything like that, but I will have it there tomorrow. So this is going to be really good for the collective, right? And so if you notice, when I talk slow, you can't hear my accent. So when I talk fast, it kicks out. So I've been trying to slow it up for you guys a little bit so you can, because some people are like, oh, well, you crack me up when you be saying what you be saying. Thank you. But with that being said, let me know how you love the reading, how it turned out. Don't forget, we still have the contest going. We haven't hit 50 followers yet. For the 50th follower that follows me on Instagram, you will win a free reading of your choice, whether love, general, twin flame, doesn't matter. And also, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. And we have some amazing things coming to the channel, coming to live for you guys to actually come in and shop. And so if any of you guys know any investors out there that's wanting to invest in crystal shops or any kind of opening of new businesses, please email me and reach out, because that's what I am in the process of doing with my partner. And I was called to actually communicate that. Like normally, you know, you keep things secret, keep it on a hush, but I actually, as of like recently, was like, no, go like say it. So I can't go into details, but what I can say, if there's a lot of you who've been watching the channel for a while, if you want information on what's happening with the storefront or anything like that, and have investors that want to support and, you know, be a part of the growth of Chrissy, the Crystal Indigo, the Crystal Cove, let me know. And again, my email is in the description box below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I will talk to you soon. Take care.